Misses. The Australian Classification Board has refused to rate Disco Elysium the final cut, meaning the game will not release in the country later this month. Here's the full blurb. The computer game is classified RC in accordance with the National Classification Code, Computer Games Table 1. As computer games that depict, express or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug misuse or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence or revolting or abhorrent phenomena in such a way that they offend against the standards of morality, decency and propriety generally accepted by reasonable adults to the extent that they should not be classified. Disco Elysium was originally released for PC via Steam on October 15, 2019 but hasn't received a physical release at this point, nor has it been available on consoles until now. Related content: Sony PS5 Complete Guide. A total resource on PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, by marrying drugs and alcohol as part of the game's core mechanics, Disco Elysium appears to have shot itself in the foot as far as an Australia release goes. Disco Elysium is scheduled for release on March 30 for PS5, PS4, PC, Xbox Series X and Xbox One. Source: Press Start. Doubtfire director Chris Columbus is setting the record straight about a possible NC-17 cut of his movie. On Thursday, March 18, a tweet that claimed there were PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17 cuts of the beloved Robin Williams film went viral. People had mixed thoughts about the idea of an explicit cut of the film. Chris clarified in an interview with EU on Friday that while there isn't an NC-17 cut of the film, there are 3 separate versions of it and one of them is R-rated. The reality is that there was a deal between Robin and myself, which was, he'll do 1 or 2, 3 scripted takes. And then he would say, then let me play. And we would basically go on anywhere between 15 to 22 takes. I think 22 being the most I remember, the director explained. Chris recalled that Robin would create new lines and versions for every take. He would sometimes go into territory that wouldn't be appropriate for a PG-13 movie, but certainly appropriate and hilariously funny for an R-rated film. I only, previously, used the phrase NC-17 as a joke. There could be no NC-17 version of the movie, he said. The director also added that while Robin's improv led to 3 or 4 versions of the film, he isn't necessarily planning on releasing them. I would be open to maybe doing a documentary about the making of the film, and enabling people to see certain scenes re-edited in an R-rated version, Chris said. The problem is, I don't recall most of it. I only know what's in the movie at this point because it's been a long time. But I do remember it was outrageously funny material. I think that would be the best approach. I'm very proud of the film. I'm in a good place with Mrs. Doubtfire, so there's really no reason to do the definitive cut. The definitive cut of Mrs. Doubtfire is out in the world right now, he concluded. Find out what happened to the house they shot the movie in.